Aries, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for May the 23rd to May the 29th. Let's get started for you, Aries, and see what messages we have for your week ahead. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What are the messages for Aries? Ooh, did you see that? Flippity flip. It's your card, the Emperor, coming out. Kind of flew all over the place, but landed in the reverse. Okay, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, and there's your other two cards. Okay. Wow, everything in reverse except justice. So you're on the pursuit of what's right for you. You're on the pursuit of virtue. You're on the pursuit of something to make to support you and to help you thrive. Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So this is very much a reading about you, Aries, and how things are impacting you currently. You've got two pages, Pentacles and Wands, both in reverse. So something has happened here that's not pleasing to you. There is something here where it's almost like you had a new beginning and then it swiftly changed into something that felt like a false start. You know what I mean by that? Like almost like you just got your foot out the door and then boom, something happened that you just couldn't trust or couldn't keep going towards. It's almost like you just couldn't commit. There was something that, it just started and then all of a sudden you felt like you couldn't trust it, that you were non-committal here. You may have started to procrastinate, or you just weren't able to hold that curiosity energy in order to be practical and realistic and determined and focused. Something derailed you here. It's very interesting to consider what that might have been. It's going to be different because this is a general reading for each of you to consider what that could have been, but it feels like it had some limiting beliefs tied to it. And perhaps that there was some angst and some anxiety, sort of like you were confronted by maybe an obstacle and then felt immediately defeated, like I can't do this, and started to go down that road of being limited in your belief system. And, you weren't directing your energy. You may have even been having a bit of a tantrum. The Page of Wands to me is always, I see this image in my mind of someone sort of crossing their arms and saying, no, that's not what I wanted. That's not how this is going to go. And seeing the Page of Pentacles, it's almost like you take one step out and immediately you're like, oh, I can't do this. This isn't going to work. I can't commit to this. How can I commit to this? It's very interesting right out the gate. And seeing Justice there as the only card you have in the upright says to me that you are really trying to figure out right now whether or not this new beginning is right for you. And I can't help but think that we're seeing the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck because you need to expand your belief system when it comes to yourself, that you might be limiting yourself here. The Emperor is starting our reading in reverse, which is interesting because this is a reading for Aries, which is the Emperor's energy. So this is a time where you're being too rigid. Again, you're not trusting yourself. You might be a bit stubborn right now. You might be trying to control things overly. You might even be feeling defensive, which is consistent with this page, these two pages in reverse. You might be feeling defensive. You might be trying to sort of overly control something in terms of how it's going to happen. And I got to tell you, Aries, in this game of life, our responsibility is to know what our what and why is. What is the what and what is the why? The how is almost the magic of the universe, that we can sort of experience the how just happening. How. The how is sometimes a divine intervention. The how is sometimes something that happens in a way that almost feels magical. If the why and the what are very strong, and I feel like your why and your what are being expressed here by these two pages in reverse, and that we're seeing the Justice card in the middle here upright because you're weighing things out but from a perspective that it has to go this way. And it's like you're focusing more on the how than the why and the what, which is your motivation and your will. And those are the things you have control over, is your motivation and your will. We don't always have control over how things happen, but we certainly have control over where we invest ourselves and to what degree we believe in ourselves. And I feel like that's what this reading is all about for you this week, Aries. Now, let's clarify some of this. Let's have a look. Why is the Emperor in reverse for Aries this week? Oh, we got 3 cards. Okay, let's have a look. It's a story. Okay, very interesting. Look at that. We see the Fool in reverse, the 9 of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Wands upright. So this is a time where you have a lot of passion, but you don't have any emotional fulfillment, and you're not willing to just take a risk. Interesting. You have passion towards this new beginning, but it has to be your way or the highway. Aries, why your way or the highway? Let the divine give you the how. There could be a mountain behind that hill that you feel is your hill. You know, you might be like, this is as good as it gets. This is it. This is what this is my how. And it has to look exactly like this or I'm not going to budge. But what if what's waiting for you is this? You know, you might be sacrificing what's really meant for you because you're being too stubborn about the how. And that's delaying things for you, and it's removing your emotional fulfillment. You need to get flexible. You need to get more flexible. Let's see here. Page of Wands in reverse. The Magician in reverse. Yes, absolutely. This is as above, so below. This is you focusing on the why and the what and letting the universe take care of the how, right? And it's in reverse because you're sort of feeling defeated right out of the gate. And it's almost like you're busy trying to assess what's good and what's bad instead of just focusing on what it is that you want to achieve. There's the Star card flipping over. It's time for you to construct your why and what. What is your dream? Not how are you going to get to your dream. No. What is your dream? Why is it your dream? Focus on the why and the what this week. Let the how materialize. The how, that's the universe's job. And I know that might sound frustrating to you, especially if you're very committed to a how looking a certain way. But, you know, the how is not really any of our business sometimes. We have to trust the how. That's very interesting. Page of Rods in reverse. We're seeing the Page of Swords. Now you got 3 pages all in reverse. You got to change your beliefs. This is coming out on the Page of Rods because your beliefs are manifesting obstacles and confusion and stubbornness and feelings of defeat. You know, instead of assessing if this is good or bad, you almost need to free yourself of that and focus on the why and the what, and freeing yourself of any sort of limiting belief systems that are bringing you down. They're not bringing you up. They're delaying things for you. Look at this. We got the Ultimate Manifester on the bottom of this deck, the King of Pentacles on the bottom of that deck, and the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of this deck. Isn't that interesting? Divine union could be part of this story for you, Aries. See what I mean when I was comparing the 2 crystals here? You might think that this is as good as it gets. Or you know what? Even you might think it's this, that it gets as good as this. But there could be something momentous. Momentous, is that a word? Something monumental, I think was the word I was searching for, that is awaiting you. And it could even involve a divine partnership here with these this divine pair of the King and Queen of Pentacles. Something really grounded in the material world could come together for you if you release the need to control how. Focus on the why and the what. I'm going to leave it at that for you. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading today. If it's resonated for you, consider liking, subscribing, sharing. Let me know how it's resonated for you in the comments below. And have a wonderful week. Sending you so much love and light. I hope to see you again soon for another reading. Take care, my friends.